Okay, so this is our first question. In the Bose model of hydrogen atom, the electron moves around the nucleus in a circular orbit of radius 5 into 10 raised to minus 11 meter. Its time period is 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 16 seconds. The current associated with the electron motion is. Okay, so please do with me. Okay, if you are getting the answer, please comment. Okay, please do yourself, then comment the answer. Okay. Okay, so what we need to find? Current. So I is equal to Q by T. Okay, I is equal to charge by time. So here the charge is, okay, the charge is what? This is hydrogen atom. Only one electron is moving around. Only one electron is moving around. So Q is actually Ne. Q is equal to Ne. We have only one hydrogen atom. So we can say 1 into 1 electron. So 1 into 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 divide by time we have to substitute here. So time they have given, its time period is 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 6. 10 raised to minus 6. So from the options, we can understand that 1.6 by 1.5 is going to be 1 point something. Okay, then 10 raised to minus 6 will minus 16 will go up. That will become 10 raised to 16. So this is going to be 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. Okay, so option B is the answer. Okay, so if it Bohr model of hydrogen atom means what? One electron will be moving around like this. Here, this is going to be the nucleus. Okay, so in this motion, when electron moves like this, there will be current in this direction. So that is the reason we have found the current. Okay, is that clear, all of you? Okay, Subhashri is getting 0. Okay, it is not 0. Are you able to find the mistake? Clear, all of you? Shall we move to the next problem? If everything is clear, please give a comment. Okay, children, shall I proceed? Okay, then. Next problem. Okay, so this is the next problem. Okay, so that each atom, assume that each atom of copper contributes one free electron. Okay, each atom of copper contributes one free electron. The density of copper is 9 gram per centimeter. The density of copper is 9 gram per centimeter. And atomic weight of copper is 63. Atomic weight of copper is 63. If the current flowing through a copper wire of 1 millimeter diameter is 1.1 ampere, so drift velocity of the electrons will be. So what is the formula of drift velocity? Drift velocity, one is the drift velocity. Answer is D. Yeah, previous question. That is fine. Okay, the drift velocity can be linked with the current also. That is nothing but drift velocity Vd, E, N, and A. Where Vd is the drift velocity, E is the uh, charge, charge 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19, and N is the number density. N is the number density. A is area. So number density means number of charged particles per unit volume. Okay, see, number density is actually total number of charged particles per unit volume, n by v. Okay, so that is one formula. Another formula, so from this we can say drift velocity vd is equal to I divide by NEA. I divide by NEA. So in this question, they have given IE is equal to what? 1.1 ampere. This is given. Then E we know 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. And area can be found. Okay, here 1 millimeter diameter is given. So area is pi r square. So this is going to be what? 22 by 7 or 3.14 directly we can take. It's all our wish into 1 millimeter means 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 will be the radius. So it's square. This is area. Now what we need to understand is the number density is not given here. So number density we will have to find out. So here they have given atomic weight is given, density is given. So we will find the volume. Volume is what? Mass by density. Mass by density. So mass is given as 63. Okay, and density is given as how much? 9 gram per centimeter cube. So this is going to be 7 centimeter cube in SI unit. This is going to be 7 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter cube. So this is the volume. This is the volume. Now number density can be found. N is equal to what? N is equal to here for an atomic weight of 63. For an atomic weight of 63, for a density of 9 gram per centimeter cube, that centimeter, that is for atomic weight 63, we know the total number of molecules or total number of atoms will be what? 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 divide by what? 7 into 10 raised to minus 6. This is nothing but Avogadro number divided by volume. This is what we have done. So this is what? Number density. So now we will substitute. Drift velocity is equal to what? The current. Okay, current is 1.1 ampere. So 1.1 divide by what? N. First N we will substitute 6.023 into 10 raised to 23. So here 7 into 10 raised to minus 6 we can put. Okay, that is N. Now E 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. Okay, this is E. Now what? A, area. So this is 22 into 0.25 into 10 raised to minus 6 divided by 7. So this is how the substitution will come. So if we simplify this, we will be getting 0.1 millimeter per second. Option D will come. Okay, are you able to understand this? Is that clear? Okay, clear? Okay, anyone has any doubt, children? Okay, I'll explain once again. Okay, okay. See, children, what they have given is they have given like each atom of copper contributes one free electron. Each atom will contribute one free electron. The density of copper is given as 9 gram per centimeter, and atomic weight of copper is 63. Atomic weight of copper is 63. If the current flowing through a copper wire of 1 millimeter diameter is given 1.1 ampere. Now the drift velocity of electrons will be. So current is given area we can find it out. So I is equal to VDENA, the relation between current and drift velocity. That formula we can take. So drift velocity VD is equal to what? I by NEA. Now current is given. E value we know 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. A is equal to area is equal to pi r square. What is N? N is nothing but number density. That is number of atoms, number of charges per unit volume. So if you know the number of atoms and volume, we will get number of electrons because one atom contributes one electron. Correct or what? So small n is equal to capital N by V. Okay, now we don't have volume. Volume is not given. Now what is volume? Volume is mass by density. Atomic weight of copper is given. So that is 63. Atomic weight means the weight of 1 mole. 1 mole contains Avogadro number of atoms. So volume is equal to mass by density. Atomic weight 63 divided by density. Density is anyway constant. So we are getting volume. So that volume is what? Volume of 1 mole or volume of atomic weight. So that will contain Avogadro number of atoms. Avogadro number of atoms means Avogadro number of electrons. So number density is nothing but total number of electrons 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 divide by the given volume. Divide by the given volume. Okay. Okay. So from that, I found the number density. Remaining things, nothing. Just I am substituting in the formula. Which formula? VD is equal to this formula. Here I am substituting. VD is equal to I by NEA. How, so radius, how to be written? Radius, here they have given diameter. Here, see this, diameter is given. So radius is nothing but a diameter by 2. So diameter is how much? 1 millimeter. So that divided by 2 is nothing but 0.5 millimeter. Here pi r square we are substituting. That is why 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 all square. Okay, is that clear? Yeah, understood. Fine. Anyone has any doubt, any concern? If you have any doubt, please tell me. Otherwise, we will move to next problem. Okay, if it is clear, please comment, or if you have any doubt, please ask again. Okay, I am moving to the next problem. If you have any concern in this problem, you can tell me, I will come back. Okay, so next one. Yes, a steady current flows in a metallic conductor of non-uniform cross section. Okay, the quantity or quantities, okay, quantity or quantities constant along the length of the conductor is. Okay, see, a metallic conductor is there, a metallic conductor. Okay, so in this is non-uniform cross section, so could be here it can move, it can be the area of cross section is more, here this is narrowing down, all these things are there. Okay, so current is flowing through this. Okay, now what they are asking, what will be constant here? Is it possible electric field is constant, current constant, drift velocity is constant? All these are the question. Just comment your answers. What is your understanding? Your understanding. Okay, let it be mistake also, no worries. Even if you say wrong also, no issues. Just give a response. Okay, current only. Subhashri is saying current only. Any other answer? Okay. Any other answer, children? Okay, the answer is current only. Option D is the correct answer. Okay, Subhashri is correct. Good. Well done. Okay, option D is the correct answer. See, here current will be there if the area of cross section is more or if it is less also, current is going to be constant. Okay, the difference will be like drift velocity varies. Drift velocity varies. That is, wherever it is narrow place, here drift velocity will be more, here drift velocity will be less. Likewise, just like a rate of flow in fluid, we have studied fluid mechanics, mechanical properties of fluid we have studied in +1. So there we know the volume of water flowing, okay, the amount of water flowing per unit volume will be constant throughout. There also velocity will vary. Same way here current will be constant, but drift velocity will vary. Electric field also will vary. Electric field is what? Electric field is actually potential difference divided by L. So between potential difference also will vary. Okay. So shall I proceed? We'll do the next problem. Yes. Next problem is this. The number of free electrons per 10 millimeter of an ordinary copper wire is about 2 into 10 raised to 21. Okay, 2 into 10 raised to 21. The average drift speed of the electrons is 0.25 millimeter per second. The current flowing will be. So here I is equal to VDENA. Okay, drift velocity into E into A into drift velocity into E into N into A. Now here, what is the value of current they are asking? Okay, so drift velocity is given here. Vd is equal to 0.25 millimeter per second. Okay, so this is 10 raised to minus 3 meter per second. Let it be like that. Okay, then what else is given? The number of free electrons per 10 mm, that is also given. Okay, number of electrons also given. But here, see, if we look at the questions, the number of free electrons per 10 mm of ordinary copper wire is given. That is here, this one. Average drift speed is also given. Current is asked. Now, either we can do I is equal to VDENA, that is also fine. Or otherwise, we can do I is equal to Q by T also. We can do I is equal to Q by T also. Okay, if we need to do Q by T, then we will have to find the time T. So time T is what? S by V, that is distance by velocity. So here we know the distance actually. Here the number of electrons per 10 millimeter we can say. Okay, so if we consider 10 millimeter, 10 into 10 raised to minus 3, divide by, we can take the drift velocity 0.25 into 10 raised to minus 3. If we do so, we'll be getting 40 seconds. This is the time. Now Q is equal to what? Ne divided by T. What is N? N is given as, for this 10 millimeter, the number of free electrons is given as 2 into 10 raised to 21. This is N. Here 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 divided by time is 40. Time is 40. So here this is nothing but 3.2. Okay, 3.2 into 10 raised to 2 divided by 40. We will be getting this as 8 ampere. Okay, so option B is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. Is that okay? Understood the solution? Any doubt in this, children? Anyone? Okay, Sadhana, thank you. Okay, so I'm moving to the next problem, children. If you have doubt, if you want to discuss something, tell me. Okay. Yes. So here our next problem is three copper wires of lengths. Okay, lengths and cross-sectional areas are given. Okay, L comma A, 2L comma A by 2, L by 2 comma 2A. Now the resistance is minimum in which one? Okay, this is the question. Okay, you can do with me. You can do with me. If you are getting the answer, please comment. So what is our rho L by A? R is rho L by A. So R1 is equal to what? Rho L divided by A. I am taking this L, I am taking this area. And R2 is what? Option C. Okay. Who is that? 12A2. I do not know the name. Okay. Fine. Option C is the answer giving. Let me see. Okay. We will verify. Okay. Give response like that. Good effort. Okay. Next one is here rho into 2L 2L divided by A by 2. So we will be getting what? Rho L by A we can maintain there. Here we will multiply with the 4. Same way R3, if we take rho into L by 2 divided by, this is going to be 2A. So what we are getting? Rho L by A into 1 by 4. Okay. So the one with 2A, the one with 2A we are having here, this is rho L by A into divide by 4 we are getting. So that is going to be the minimum. So C is the answer. So already we got two answers from the children. So they are correct. Okay, Sadhana is saying correct option. Same way, Subhashri is also saying the correct answer. Okay, children. Okay, clear? Is it clear for you? Okay, good effort. Okay. Then next problem is when a piece of aluminium wire of finite length is drawn through a series of dies to reduce its diameter to half of its original value, then its resistance will become. Okay, that is the question. So here this is drawing. Okay, just pulling it into different length. So here we can say volume is constant. We can say this is area pi r square into length L. So in order to maintain what happens here, diameter is reducing to half. So pi into here the radius will become half. So pi r by 2 square into half. Okay. So into here we can say length also will vary. So that we can consider as L dash. So here this is going to be pi r square by 4. Then if we need to maintain L, we will have to here put 4 because volume will not change. Volume is constant. So 4L will be the new length. So the resistance will be what? Rho L dash by A dash, R dash will be. So this is going to be rho into 4L divided by what is happening to area pi r square by 4. So this is going to be A by 4. So rho L by A into what? 16. So option D will be the answer. Yeah, some are responding. Good. Okay. Yeah, 16 sign. Subhashri, good. That is the correct answer. Okay, children. So just this is a small practice session. Every Tuesday we will meet like this. Okay. So that's all. Okay. We will wind up the session. Okay. Any doubts in the session we have discussed? Anything you want to discuss? Any doubts? Okay. Okay. You're welcome, Sadhana. Any doubt? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, Vishal. No doubt. Okay. Then we'll wind up. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, so this is the introduction part of current electricity. We have drift velocity, resistance, the resistivity, all these things will come. So then one topic we will discuss. We will move to resistance, we will move to circuit theory, and then we will cover few more problems like this. Okay then. Okay, take care. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Good.